Hello, everybody, and welcome to the ET Considers Everything podcast for Friday, August 19th, 2016. Before we get going with this podcast, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to wish my mother, Chris Staller, a very happy 49th birthday. Today is her birthday, and without her, I wouldn't be here today, and she's done everything in her way to make sure that I have everything possible to be able to do this podcast and to be able to do everything that I do in my life. And I love her so much, and I wouldn't be the man that I am today without her guidance. So thank you very much, Mom. I love you very much, and this podcast will be in your honor, and I hope I do a great job with it. On the podcast today, I'll be discussing some NFL news, taking a look at some MLB scores from last night. Also be taking a look at some Olympic results from last night, and I'll also be previewing the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series race from Bristol this weekend, along with taking a look at the Wyndham Championship on the PGA Tour and the Western and Southern Open in Cincinnati. So let's get in tennis. Let's get going with this podcast, ladies and gentlemen. First, we'll start off with NFL news. The four players that were named in the Jazeera PED investigation: Green Bay Packers linebacker Clay Matthews and Julius Peppers, Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker James Harrison, and free agent defensive end Mike Neal have all agreed to meet with NFL Players Association investigators and have interviews with the NFL Players Association on behalf of the league and the players. So this is very good news for the fans of these players and for the fans of these teams. Green Bay Packers linebackers Clay Matthews and Julius Peppers, their interviews will take place on Thursday, August 25th, and Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker James Harrison, his interview will take place on Tuesday, August 30th. So it's going to be very interesting to see what comes up of that. The NFL had threatened indefinite suspensions for all four of the players involved in the Al Jazeera PED investigation if they did not meet with the NFL Players Association officials. So good news there, no doubt about it. Week 2 of the NFL preseason got underway with action last night, and several games took place. The Green Bay Packers defeated the Oakland Raiders in their game, and we also had the New England Patriots. They defeated the Chicago Bears in their game. In MLB news last night, we had several good games last night. The San Francisco Giants defeated the New York Mets 10-7. Madison Bumgarner hit a home run off of Jacob deGrom. That was a big story last night. A pitcher hitting a home run off of a pitcher is something you rarely see in Major League Baseball, and that's very important to note, no doubt. Also, we had the Chicago Cubs defeat the Milwaukee Brewers by a score of 9-6. They have won now 13 straight games and continue their hot streak and look primed and positioned to go into the playoffs with a good chance to win their first World Series championship since 1908. The Atlanta Braves, they lost to the Washington Nationals last night by a score of 9-1. And those are some in-depth scores of MLB last night, some of the major games that took place. Olympic action last night, we had several big news stories there. Usain Bolt won the 200 meters for the third straight Olympics. He won the event by more than body length, and it was a big time win there. He won the event in 19.79 seconds. We also had Ashton Eaton winning the decathlon for the second straight Olympics. We also had Ryan Hauser winning the men's shot put event. And we also had Team USA women's basketball defeat Serbia by a score of 86-67. They advanced to the finals of the women's basketball tournament to take on Spain in the finals. Team USA men's basketball will take on Spain today in the semifinals of the men's basketball tournament. The winner of that will take on the winner of the Australia game, which takes place today as well. So those are some major news stories from the Olympics and day number 13. After day 13 of the Olympic competition, the United States leads the medal count with 100. China is in second with 56. Great Britain's in third with 54. Russia's in fourth with 45. And Japan is in fifth with 37. NASCAR news to report on this morning. Ben Kennedy won the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series race from Bristol on Wednesday night. Big time win there that gets him in the chase for the Camping World Truck Series championship. All three major series will have chases for the championships coming up this year for the first time, so it's going to be fun to see how all that plays out. The NASCAR Xfinity Series races tonight from Bristol. My three picks tonight include Darrell Wallace Jr., Ty Dillon, and Kyle Busch. Those three have always done pretty good at Bristol, and it wouldn't surprise me at all to see Daniel Suarez in the mix as well tonight. Tomorrow night is the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series race at Bristol, and the favorites to win there are Kyle Busch, Carl Edwards, Matt Kenseth. Jimmy Johnson also has to be looked at as a favorite, and Jeff Gordon continuing to be a substitute for Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the number 88 car. My thoughts and prayers are with Dale Earnhardt Jr. Hope he has a speedy recovery and gets back in the car very soon. In golf news, after round one of the Wyndham Championship on the PGA Tour, Rafael Cabrera-Bello and Kevin Na are tied for the lead at -7, both of them shooting a 63. And very impressive scores there, no doubt about it. Round two continues today on Golf Channel after coverage of day 3 of the Women's Olympic Golf Tournament. In the Women's Olympic Golf Tournament, we have Inbee Park at -10, Stacey Lewis at -8, and Brooke Henderson is at -7. Those are three of the big name players of the world. Lydia Ko is at -4 right now. She has a chance to get back in the tournament, but it's going to be tough to come back from 6 shots down. So we'll see what unfolds there. And soccer news to report on. Manchester United will take on West Ham today. Coverage of that match begins at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time on NBCSN, with the match following at 3 o'clock. And with that, that's going to do it for this edition of the ET Considers Everything podcast for Friday, August 19th, 2016. If y'all don't mind, like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and as always, I'll do my very best to keep you posted on sports news as I get them across my tablet and across my television screen. I'll be making multiple videos per week. I won't be making one every day throughout the week, but I'll at least make 2 to 3 per week to keep you all posted on sports news. For now, this is E.T. Eric Telemullins reporting from Pound, Virginia. Hope you all have a great day, everybody. Thank you very much for watching, liking the video, and subscribing to the channel. Later.